Hey guys, welcome to our Back to Eden urban homestead. So right now, what I'm getting ready to do, and by the way, my name is Gary, and my wife Yolanda. We are our Back to Eden, or our Back to Eden urban homestead. So I'm getting ready to take some beets that my wife processed, or she chopped them up, and made it smaller, so I can go ahead and put it in the Harvest Right freeze dryer. So let's get that started. So it's better, I found that you freeze dry your batches first. Or not freeze dry, I'm sorry. That you freeze the batches first. And as you can see, they go in these pans. And I think on market they have something with the edge that is probably a little higher. But anyway, so you have this material, which is the beets, on the pan already frozen, so they can be extracted and dried out by the Harvest Right freeze dryer. So let's get to it. So I'm hopefully doing 5 batches a day, or 5 trays. This horseradish, so when one of the trays are cleared, we'll put the horseradish in there and also freeze dry that as well. So let's see, all beet trays. Yep, all 3 beet trays. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting in 5 batches, or 5 tray batches of beets. And I'm going to run the cycle initially for 24 hours, and tomorrow, because beets is such a fibrous and has sugar content in it, I'm going to dry it probably a total of maybe 39 hours. So stay tuned. When you get back, then you'll see me go through pulverizing them through our grinder, which is our, let me show it to you. We're hoping to get a big one, but this does a lot of work. It is the Golden Wall grinder. Very, very efficient grinder. You can do coffee beans and other things, small grains, but they turn it into powder. So you can use it like you want to, whether in soups or teas, or so this also is one of the tech among many that we have on our homestead that helps us process our garden, so we don't have to worry about not harvesting the vegetables or fruits and herbs and not wasting them. So we're good stewards of our homestead, and we try continually to be so. So this is our employees. That's the Golden Wall grinder, the Harvest Right freeze dryer, and we also have Excalibur, 2 Excalibur dryers. So, all right, hold on. This don't look like beets. Find out in 40 hours. 24. So with the Harvest Right, it's very functional as a device to help process your food, and it's very practical. This dryer does all the work, and it's very simple to operate. So on the panel, it's asking me to load the trays. Asking me to load the trays into the freeze dryer, which you just saw me do, and to close the drain valve. So let's go ahead and close the drain valve. This is the drain valve, and it goes down into the bucket. The reason why that's like that, because when I defrost the Harvest Right freeze dryer, the ice melts into this bucket. And when you operate the Harvest Right, you make sure there's no water in there on your initial phase of loading your trays, because once you start the vacuum process, this could ruin your whole batch. If that tube was in there and some water that you forgot to empty, it would go right back up into the chamber and ruin your batch. Close the drain valve as instructed. So I turn the drain valve so I can't turn it anymore. You don't want to force it, because you can break it, and that's a new whole bunch of trouble. So the drain valve is closed. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the thyme that will help to process the batches or the beets in this case in the Harvest Right freeze dried chamber. The seal is on here, so that makes sure that the door is totally sealed. You can see this right here. So that's a must. It will not operate without the seal, and the door will not shut appropriately. Okay, so hit continue. It's starting its freezing phase, but you see this time up here is it's just counting down, but it's not enough time to process the trays, so I have to add to that. So now I'll go up here and touch the Harvest Right freeze dryer flower emblem. It says vacuum freezing. The manual advanced may ruin batch or damage pump. That you can just stick in the back of your brain. So it's already reached the 25 MT. So I'm going to go ahead and now add time to it. This is drying time. Starting to count down. So I'll hit it again. I don't know if you heard the compressor go off. Now here's where I add the time. Let's continue. It's asking me to please close the drain valve. It will do that automatically just to remind you to make sure it's closed, because the chamber will not effectively process anything because the drain valve is open. The display is going to send you a warning when you come out and look at it, and you'll hear it beeping. It's a very intuitive display. So there's the time. Right now, automatically we'll put on 2 hours. Well, we know we'll need 24 hours. Some things that you process doesn't need 24 hours. Some leafy greens, as long as you don't overstuff the tray, you probably can do it in 10, 12, 17. But if you decide to do that and you run a shorter time than 24 hours and you reach that time allotted and your batch is still not processed correctly, you can always add more time. So let's do 24 hours. And as I said, tomorrow when I come out here, about the time that I have, it's 3:14 now, so 3:14 Friday, which will be the 28th of February, I'll come out here, and it's already started. So now I'll come out here and I'll add more time, because I want to make sure that the batch is totally dry, no liquid at all, so I can go ahead and start the grinding process. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe to our channel and push the thumbs up button. It helps the algorithm, and all the YouTubers, most of them, reminds everybody why it's important that you subscribe to our channel and push the like button, because it helps the YouTube algorithm to continue to make your content viewable. So then select the ring button and also select all above the ring. And please leave a comment. We will enjoy your comments and questions. We just ask that you are respectful. Also, our email is info@rback2 EdenUrbanHomestead.com. Again, that's info@rback2 EdenUrbanHomestead.com. So, we'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Take care.
everybody, welcome back to the Back to Eden garden. I'm out here today with my husband and I'm planting some peppers, and I'm going to be planting a little bit of squash. But playing in the dirt is one of the best things that you can do for your mind.